NRM will win. What do you think? NRM will obviously win. Why should it not win? Why do you think NRM should not win? We have been defeating these people even when we still had problems. Even when we had insurgency in the north, we were winning. Now the whole country is peaceful. The people have seen infrastructure for the first time. These people see tarmac road like these fellows here. Why do you think they would vote for opposition? Yes, the opposition tell a lot of lies, cheap lies, but the population are not so gullible. They are not so easy to tell lies to.
Mr. President, earlier asked you about the biometric system. This is a new system that we're starting up in these elections. Wanted to get your view on how the whole system has been.
I have been fighting for this for the last 53 years. Because the first elections we had in 1962 were rigged by some of the people. The main form of rigging was multiple voting. Somebody votes many times. That was. There were also other problems that time. That time there was also casting the ballot in a sheltered place, a hidden place. Sure. Each party had its own ballot box, and there were different ballot papers. All those we removed in 1993, the time of the CA. But this one of multiple voting, somebody voting many times in order to cheat, could be fought with human vigilance. These agents watching you, who is voting here, you are not from this area, who are you? But human vigilance has got a limit. People are not alert. They are busy with their own things. They don't have time to spend the whole day watching. People are coming to vote. They come and vote and go away. So that human vigilance has been lacking. So that's why I insisted we must have the fingerprint. Sure. Fortunately, God arranged it in such a way that your fingerprint is not even similar to your mother's. Because you remember your mother is only 50%, and the father is 50%. So you are totally a new creature. Your fingerprint does not resemble your father's, does not resemble your mother's. It is totally. So that's why I insisted. I struggled. They were even trying to decampaign it. It will not work. It will delay. But you see, there are no delays. Yeah. The people who are pushing for that, they are the ones who have been cheating. Especially in Kampala, they have been voting many times. We knew it, but we couldn't. And in Kampala, our party is not all that well organized. They don't. They had no secretariat. Secretariat was dead. So even organizationally to organize the vigilance was not done. So there was always cheating, especially in Kampala, by the opposition. But now, this would make it very difficult to do multiple voting. They may try to do other forms of cheating, like altering results. But that one also we shall fight. We shall fight. There we are still depending on vigilance, but this one is finished now. It would be very difficult to vote more than once, because when I have voted, my fingerprint has gone to the computer, to the central memory, and if I try to vote again, it would make the alarm.
Your Excellency, how voting is going on? Have you gotten some reports from agents?
Not really, but I heard that there were some delays in Kampala. I also heard that some fellows were trying to distribute money, but they are being arrested. So I haven't really followed, because I was traveling and then I've not followed. There are people who are following, the electoral people are following.
Okay. Mr. President, the voting ends another phase of the elective period. The question many Ugandans are asking is what happens after this process? Are you ready, in the event that it is successful in your favor, are you ready to work with your opponents?
No, I would not. NRM will win with a big majority. Why should I work a coalition for what? A coalition for what? You form a coalition when you don't have enough majority. We already have, I think, 12 members of parliament already elected. We already have like 14 chairmen. So the NRM will win, and I'm sure we shall form a government. But we can work with them if they were a civilized group. Like some of the groups are not so unreasonable. Even if you are not in the government, you can work with the government to bring development to your area. For instance, I started working for this area in 1966. I was a student. I had just finished A level, and at that time the government in Kampala was UPC. Me, I had been in DP, but I worked with them, with the Vice President Babiha, to change this area. This area, these people are very rich now. If you go inside there, they've got a lot of money because they listened to my message, which if you cared, you could also take up if you are interested. But you know, because these people, I made them take 4 steps. Step number 1 was to get them out of nomadism. Because they were nomadic, they were like Karamojong, these fellows here. So I was able to show them that nomadism was not good. But secondly, this one I did when I came back from the bush. The other one I did in 1967 up to 70. But then I had to go away for 16 years. When I came back, 1986, then I started again. I added they had one problem, the problem of traditional farming. They were doing traditional farming like you fellows, your parents. Like in the north, they do malkwang. Malkwang is just for eating. Or you grow rumonde and things like that. Yes, that's good for food, but how about money? Because you talk of poverty, you talk of jobs. But the answer is there. When you commercialize agriculture, you create wealth for yourself, but you also create jobs for other people. So the second step was go from traditional to commercial. But the third step was, if you go commercial, you must do it with Echibaro, with the calculation. Because if you don't do it, you yes, go commercial, like for instance my people in Busoga, they have done commercial but without Echibaro. Because sugarcane is a good crop, but it needs to be done on a big scale. If you do it on a small scale, you'll get nothing. The same with the Duma, with maize. Yes, you can get money from maize, but you must do it on a big scale. That's the same problem with my people in Arua, West Nile, tobacco. The good crops are coffee, fruits, some cases tea in some cases, dairy farming, poultry, piggery, those who are not Muslims. These are the things you can do on a small scale. So that was the third step here. The fourth step was to educate them about the land fragmentation. When somebody dies and he leaves inheritance to his children, which inheritance includes land fragmentation, breaking land in order to give people share. I have educated these people here that don't divide the land, don't divide the property, share what comes from the land and the properties. In other words, share the profits. Don't share the property itself. So I was able to do that even when the government in power was UPC and I was DP. So we can work with those people if they are serious about development, not about selfish, about careerism. Because that's what the problem is. Many of these politicians are just after myself. Okay.
One final question from me, Mr. President. We have information that ballot papers have just arrived in Nansena. That is about 30 minutes to the closure of polling time. What do you have to say to your supporters from that part of the city?
No, what you see, the voting is the laws are clear. When there is a delay, the electoral commission will extend time. They will vote. They will continue voting until they are finished. That's not a problem at all. The only problem will be that maybe some people were tired and had gone away. That will be. But otherwise, I would appeal to my people to. After all, this is an exercise once in 5 years. I have seen religious conventions where people have transnight singing and now regard this as a political transnight. Once in 5 years. It's not such a big, it's not such a big sacrifice to in 5 years to sit there and you go in ambush until you get time to elect your leader. That's no problem. They will extend the time, I'm sure. Even here, when somebody is already in line, even if it is 4 o'clock, everybody in line must vote and finish. There's no way you can say you go back because it is time. No. Unless you are not yet in the line.
What are you going to be doing, Mr. President, as you wait for the results?
I just go and sleep because I've not been sleeping. I've been spending all the time running up and down, and then tomorrow I will go for my cross-country walk because I've not been walking. I've been getting up early, coming late, do my exercises.
Mr. President, as you go,
look at my cows.
Okay. No,
as you go, Mr. President.
The NRM Tariff Center, the Tariff centers can be there, but I think the problem has been that some people want to announce. Nobody has got the right to announce results. You can have even me here, I can have my telecenter. Keep ringing. Oh, how did they perform at Oshwere? How did they perform at Oshwere? I can have my in my house. Keep adding out of curiosity, but I have no legal power to announce that this is such and such. Again, this is civilization, I am a very staunch Christian, but I have never baptized anybody because I don't have the power. But I know the Bible. I can read the catechism. I can even repeat the words of baptism. I have put this cross on your forehead. I can baptize you, but I don't have the authority. So my grandchildren, they are mine. I must take them to the priest to be the one to baptize them. That's what organization means. Nobody has got the power to announce the results. It is only the Electoral Commission. And if anybody tries, we shall just dismantle him. You will see, we are ready. If anybody tries, just shika ye.
And as you go, Mr. President, just the last question is regarding Uganda communication.
There are fears already of violence. Some people have actually even taken out of the country. Some others, like left Kampala, went up country as a result of fear that that violence is likely to come.
There will be no violence. If anybody tries to do violence, we shall just get him, put him in the deep freezer, and he cools down until the blood pressure comes down. So please, since you always talk nonsense, at least say this on the radio, that the old man has said there will be no violence. We are ready. The whole army is mobilized, the whole police force. Who will bring violence? They tried to do some violence in Mukono, these numbers and all that. We just picked up those stupid so-called Kanyamas. If you are Kanyama, you go and cultivate coffee and grow it. Don't attack people. There will be no violence, I can tell you this. And if anybody tries, you will see.
Mr. President, as you leave, there's been an outrage within the public, and they were saying that decision by Uganda Uganda Communications to block Twitter, Facebook, basically social media, and also mobile man has not been functioning. I don't know if you've heard of that. What do you have to say about that?
Well, that must be steps taken for security to stop so many creating trouble. It's temporary, it will go away. Because some people misuse those pathways. You know how they misuse them, telling lies. If you want a right, then use it properly. But since some people misuse those rights, it's in order that the authorities sometimes restrain until the right time. Okay, thank you
very much, Mr.
The other man
President.
wanted to ask something. The one of the violence. Okay, thank you.
All right, and right there.